Don't you know that from coast to coast, where there's dope, there's hope, where there's dope, there's hope. Sheesh. Wait, is it lit? Don't.
Oh,
Whoa.
we got a special one today.
Special one.
You know why it's special?
Why is it special?
Because we about to take a little hiatus, man. You know what I'm saying? End of the season.
Damn.
Ready for the holidays and all that.
We made it all the way to November, 11 months.
January what, 2nd?
January
was the first one? 4th?
2nd.
Jesus, that's kind of crazy.
And we came through twice
COVID,
a month, through COVID.
Pandemic, social injustice explosions.
Yep.
Crazy presidency.
Crazy
election.
presidencies, crazy election.
Whew, it's been a hell of a year.
It's been a hell of a year.
We've been here for it all, and we've been keeping y'all in tune on what's going on in the streets, what's going on in this music, what's going on with the trees. It's been a well-balanced meal over here at the Herbal Tea Podcast.
It's been a beautiful thing.
Of course, you know, it's your man, EarthTone.
And your man, the real Peasy.
And like we said, man, we back. It's Herbal Tea Podcast, episode 22.
Season finale, y'all.
Season you know what I'm saying?
Finale.
And we just gonna get right into it. Ain't gonna be no weeping tears. Ain't gonna be no, nah. We gonna be right back. We actually gonna hit y'all. We got a special surprise for y'all for December, actually. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't gonna get that up too yet. We just gonna hit y'all in the face with it. Right. But we around. We ain't going nowhere.
Not really going nowhere.
Herbal Tea Podcast will be back bigger, better, and stronger in 2021.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Two about to be too lit.
Yeah. With that being said, let's get into this motherfucking music, man.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Have we got a doozy going on right now? Have we got a doozy? First one, bring it to the stage.
Oh, shit.
Can I get a drum roll? We didn't do the drum roll since the first few episodes. Brrr. The illustrious, flavor-bound Cakes the Killa.
Ooh, Cakes.
Cakes the Killa is here.
Cakes.
He is lacing us with some brand new heat. It's been a minute.
Uh-oh. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. And he's back. He's had a lot of things going on. But I'm going to go ahead and get into a little bit of a background for those of you who are not familiar.
Yeah, let them know.
With who Cakes the Killa is.
Okay.
Cakes the Killa is a, guess what? Jersey-born rap artist.
I ain't gonna say I was waiting for it, but I was just, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
All right, go ahead.
God damn. How many Jersey artists have we had?
I don't know.
We've had a lot.
This ain't my doing. Like, it ain't on purpose. We just out here. Like, we talented. What you want me to do?
I mean,
it's a lot of talent.
All right, y'all got y'all shit. Yes, but Teaneck, New Jersey.
Okay.
Is Cakes the Killa's origin.
Quick fun fact.
Oh.
You know who else from Teaneck, New Jersey? Which is funny because we've been talking about it a lot the last couple days.
Who that is?
Lady Luck.
Lady Luck.
Shout out to Lady Luck, man.
Shout
Jersey's
out to
own.
Lady Luck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She had a battle on Queen of the Ring, wasn't it?
Jersey, man. Like, what
Jersey,
you want me
all
to
right.
do?
Y'all representing. All right. Back to the subject at hand, bitch. I love when this nigga give it up like that. All right, here we go. So he's based in Atlanta right now, best known for fusing hip-hop with house music and electronic music.
Okay.
Broke into the scene of, you know, when it was a lot of rising Q+ artists in the early 2010s, right there.
A little bit of a burst. We had Mickey Blanco, Leaf, and he came up pretty much with those guys when their notoriety kind of came up. He counts Erykah Badu, Busta Rhymes, Foxy Brown, and Bette Midler as influences, and of course as well as Nicki Minaj. Interesting.
Among others. His debut mixtape, Easy Bake Oven, in 2011. Fitting,
I like that.
I like so. Followed by 2 more mixtapes, The Eulogy in 2013, Hunger Pangs in 2014, and a slew of collabs and solo singles, and then his debut album, Hedonism, came out in 2016.
Okay.
Now let's get to this part right here. In 2019, he was an actual contestant on the Netflix original series, Rhythm and Flow. He was there for the first season, being judged by the likes of Cardi B, Chance the Rapper, and T.I.
And he did not make it past the second round, which was the Cypher round.
Ooh, the Cypher.
The Cypher round. Cakes. He fell short.
In the Cypher?
Yeah. I know. We're going to get into that a little bit later.
Okay.
So what he has before us now is a brand new EP. It's called Motherland.
Okay.
It's a collaborative EP, it looks like, with producers Proper Villains. And it was released on November 13th, 2020. It is 6 tracks. One of them is the intro. So I guess it's really 5 tracks of music, but you know, it is what it is. And I'm gonna just go ahead and get into the fact that for me, it's a loud 63%.
Get the
I gave it a loud.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it up.
Okay.
Because
go and give it up then.
I think it's a pretty well produced album.
Okay.
Or EP, whatever you want to call it.
Project.
It sounds
EP,
pretty. As far as the styles of house is concerned, it's varied enough. And you know what I'm saying? Where you kind of got acid house in there, you got 90s house in there, you got tribal house in there.
You got some Jersey house in there.
You got Jersey house in there, of course. He's not going to not do that. So I think it was a pretty well composed EP. The producer gave him plenty of room to explore different styles to flex. So the production, I think, is really more of a highlight because, you know, I went to Proper Villains' Instagram.
I was gonna say, do you know who they are? I'm not familiar with them.
I just got caught up to them. They produced. I don't necessarily know their discography too much.
Okay,
but I did go to their SoundCloud. I got a little bit of a bio. They said they like to sum themselves up as they make music that reminds you of a dark smoke-filled club. Okay. And I have to give them that.
Okay,
I've been to a few of those.
I hear
this
you.
kind of gives that.
Makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? In the house, pretty much. You know, a great way to start the album. The intro's cute. Then it goes in the house. I like the jazzy feel that it gave, and it gives the best of 90s house. That's kind of really the highlight of, you know, one of the highlights for me. And the other one was I See You. With the kind of off-key hook, I just thought it was cute enough to work. But my problem with this EP is Cakes does not give enough versatility in rhyme and delivery and style for really me to be that blown away about what's going on. He's a very capable rhymer. Yeah. But sometimes when you rhyme the house, you kind of could get stuck in the same flow if you don't have too much in your bag. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that rap over house beats, and some of them can really, really fuck it up. Really, like, real do good on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Azealia Banks, Gold Link come to mind. But he did not really give too much variety here as far as like delivery and flow, which brings me back to what happened to him on Rhythm and Flow. His cipher battle kind of was a little less than what he came on the show with. And I noticed it, and that's kind of really what affirmed it for me. When I saw that, I was like, yeah, and that's overall the only issue that you would have with Cakes. He kind of get a little bit samey. But as far as the EP, very well constructed. Different styles of music and house on there. But, you know, that's what it is. 63 loud. Okay. Shout out to the boy.
Wow. Okay. 63 loud. Not bad. Not bad.
So I'm going to pass the torch on to you. I'm not really itching to hear what you got to say about the nigga.
I'm going to just get into it. We wasn't too far off in our grade. I actually gave it a 58% mid.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was a decent project. I enjoyed it. But I wasn't blown away. You know what I'm saying? And it's been a minute. We kind of been anticipating, you know, some new Cakes to Killa music.
Indeed.
You know, especially after the appearance on Netflix and all that, wondering where he been, because that was 2 years ago now, almost. Right? So it's been a lot going on, but yeah, I thought it was a.
Oh, and did you catch the reference that he did? I think
I heard. I'm gonna get to all of that. I know you missed it, but you know I'm gonna get into it. You know what I'm saying? So I gave it a 58% mid. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I felt you on the production. I thought the production was really well done. I love that little intro. I thought it was cute. It was a cool little intro.
It was a cute little.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not mad at it at all.
Good sis. You know my good sis.
Girl.
They caught that. And then the way it just bounced into, it's like, where you at?
Yeah.
Bitch,
yeah.
I'm in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I liked, I like that type of shit when it like, when you put it together, you piece the shit, it's kind of,
Very
it's
well
cohesive like that. So I love that. The In the House joint kind of gave me, is this that one that gave me that? Like that, work this pussy, work this pussy, work this pussy. Like she gave a couple of those feels. It was giving you the vibes as far as the house. It was like, all right, you know what the house is. But house isn't something that's easy to rap on.
Yeah.
You have to be like very technically sound. You have to be, it's a different type of rhythm.
Yeah.
And I thought he did a decent job on it. I agree with you, like you said, he got a little stagnant on the flows. And he wasn't saying too much other than, regular braggadocious. It was like ballroom rap to me. You know what I'm saying? Like talking that shit. You got the chants on there. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, go brush your teeth. You can't talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's all in there.
Yeah, it was a bunch of read in which, he known for that. So I was expecting that, but I could have used a little bit more diversity in the songs. My favorite song was actually Intermission.
See, there it is too.
You know what I'm saying?
I thought that was a highlight.
That's my
as well.
favorite song. Like,
it wasn't even the house though.
I know, I know, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I felt like he was he was the most comfortable on this song than any of the other songs. Like the other house joints, he getting it and he rapping, he getting in the flow, but it sounded like he was like barely like just catching it, just keeping up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't feel like he was as comfortable on this.
He was at home, giving it up, reading. Serving
just effortlessly, like here. And he mentioned the show. Like, bitches saw me off the show, thought I was a rat, took an L, got to my streams, came right back. Like, he was just.
And I admire you for him for doing that.
I love that.
Because, we human beings, we fuck up. Sometimes we ain't always going to be on. We not always having our best day. At least he owned up to it, because niggas will try to, like, pretend that shit ain't happen. At least he owned up to it in his own song. So I fuck with that.
And it's only a minute. It's a slow. That's what's called intermission. It's like a little breather, a little break. But he just giving you these bars. Ain't even no kick drums. It's just like a tap on the what is it, the cowbell or some shit like that. Like, it's a hard little smooth beat. It's wide open, and it's for a spitter. It's for somebody that's like, get your shit off. So that was my favorite joint. I thought In the House was dope. I like that joint a lot too. And then Don Dada, which was the single that came out. That's kind of, I feel like that's the best house joint on here. Like, overall, that and In the House was kind of neck and neck for me. But Don Dada, I felt like he went off. The crazy line he said, shout out to Bugs Gutter.
Yeah.
That was crazy. This nigga said, trying to get the pipe, put a call into the plumber, inches from an ape, shout out to Bugs Gutter. Like, he bodied that line. That's what I'm like. He had a couple of those little joints.
He had a couple.
But other than that, it was like, I ain't really hear too much where I was like,
Switch
crazy blown away. And that's what I'm saying. Like, with house, you rapping that fast, rapping to that rhythm, it's not easy to say a lot. You know what I'm saying? So you got to get real crafty. But you mentioned like one who I think is one of the illest at it, Azalea Banks.
Yeah.
Like, she gets busy on them beats. Busy. She'll
give you the read and the lesson on how to ride a house beat multiple ways.
Yeah. But overall, I wasn't really feeling the ICU joint. Not so much. That was like I could get it. It got that bop, but it's like,
that was the playlisted one.
I would love to hear that one in the club, but other than that,
I think he did a video. He has 2 videos for it. He did Dundada video for that, and he did another video for ICU.
Okay.
So if that has any perspective there.
Okay. Well, that was my take on it, man. 58%, man. We wasn't too far off. 62% loud, 4% off. But it's just that, it's that fine line between.
I thought
it was like, high, mid.
Thought you was going really, really,
thought I was gonna go crazy.
Jersey, you know what I'm saying?
Come on, man. I ain't got no regional bias. Like, it's the music first. That's it. It gotta move me. If I ain't moved, But I was moved. Like, I wasn't, it ain't trash. It's high mid. I smoke it.
I'll smoke it too.
I'll smoke it too.
It's loud for me.
Yeah, so we out here.
I ain't mad.
All right, man. Let's get to the next contestant. Who we got
next?
Who we got
to the stage here?
We gonna get to my girl, Miss Yani Mo. Ladies and gentlemen,
girl
Yani Mo. 2 words. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? She is a Q+ singer-songwriter from Lithonia, Georgia.
Lithonia.
Which everybody knows. That's, a little suburb outside of Atlanta. pretty much Atlanta. It's right around there. I think.
Oh, she's from Lithonia.
I think
Springs?
one of Outkast was from there. Either Big Boy or 3 Stacks. One of them from Lithonia. But yeah, she from out there. She's an artist who creates for herself, she says, in the hopes that it'll resonate. But she's not one of those artists that's going out there, looking for the hits. Oh, I think they're gonna like this one. Like, nah, she creates the music she wants to create, puts it out, and she's been, garnering a little fan base from that. She lists Left Eye from TLC as her biggest inspiration.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, real big inspiration to her. She said not only like musically, but like, lifestyle wise, stylistically, like she just shared a lot of like the beliefs and shit that she has. So she was a big influence on her. And then of course I just mentioned Outkast, Jay Dilla, Miss Lauryn Hill, and the Queen Erykah Badu. These are her influences. So think about a gumbo and throwing them in a pot.
I totally see her giving all of that.
You know what I'm saying?
All of it.
You know what I'm saying?
Every last one of them, especially Left Eye, because she's coming from out of Atlanta. So
exactly.
It makes sense.
Exactly. Her parents are from Ohio originally, so they moved down to the A, and that's kind of where she grew up. And she has a big appreciation for that. She loves the A. She loves the town, the city, and you could kind of hear that in her music. She kind of talks about it a lot throughout her music. She wears her affinity for the city proud. She's also a Query alumni, so if anybody has been paying attention, the Query is an interview show. We interview Q+ artists, and she was on the show.
Right.
It was a great interview. I really enjoyed that interview. I found out her favorite dish is collard greens and cornbread.
Collard greens and cornbread.
A woman after my own heart. You know
I like some collard greens and cornbread.
Man.
That's
Come on,
what
man.
Big Frida said that.
Come on, man. She said she got her own little specialty. I was like, listen, if I come down to the A, I might have to holler at Yani Mo for some of these greens.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying?
We might have to be visiting her together.
Get some of these greens, man. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever heard of her before we introduced her to the show?
I have not heard of her. Actually, it was only on the Query that I seen, which is what woke me up to her.
Okay.
And, I feel like she was pretty special. So, this is why we discussing her. But fun fact. Have you seen the trampoline video, the video of the single that we about to do?
I did not see the video. No.
You did not see the video?
I didn't see the video.
Okay. I just want to let you know. There's not one trampoline at all going on in that video whatsoever.
Nice.
But they are doing a whole lot of jumping around.
Okay, well, there you go.
It looks like a totally fun situation.
Okay.
And I'm loving all of the binder clips that are in her hair.
Nice.
And she is really, really looks like in a good place.
Okay. Well, she dropped. Oh, you was done?
Oh, another fun fact.
Oh shit, you got multiple fun facts.
I got multiple fun
facts.
Well, don't
let me hold you up. Go on, spit it out.
Have you ever had or heard of Saucony shoes?
I love Sauconys.
You fuck with Sauconys?
It's a throwback.
Those
is like Asics, New Balance. You know what I'm saying? They in that same class.
It is very much a throwback.
You know what
I remember Sauconys from 8th grade.
You just don't know about Sauconys?
I wanted a pair so bad. And I think I did have one at one point, but she is all about
Caught that line.
I did catch the line, and you will see her in her Sauconys in the trampoline video.
Of course you would. Of course.
Point blank, period.
Why wouldn't you? Well, speaking of trampoline, that's a single we about to review. It came out September 27th. 3 minutes long.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Latest jam. It's loud, man.
It's loud for you?
It's loud for me. I gave it a 62% loud.
Whoa.
62% loud. I really, really enjoy this song. I love the smooth, plucky, flowy production. It's super like, it just puts you in that smooth coffee shop, light an incense. You know what I'm saying?
Smoke a blunt real quick.
You know what I'm saying? Roll a L up real quick. You know what I'm saying? You might want to read a book of poetry or something.
Read some.
You know what I'm saying? Just put you in that vibe. So I love the production. And then like on the hook, her tone is giving me like Erykah Badu. That's why when I saw her hit that in her influence, I was like, okay, that makes sense. Because I was like, damn, But then when she starts spitting, it's like a little bit different. So she has that different quality to her voice, which, I'm big on the voices and how you sounding and shit.
Yeah.
And then I love how she coined country queer soul. She pretty much she says it in this bar, but I saw it in an interview or something like that where she described her sound, which I thought that was super dope. I love that. She gives me who was that? What was that group They was like a extra Southern group. It was the two dudes from Atlanta. I can't name of the group, but she reminds me of like that whole vibe, like with the overalls and all that type shit. But yeah, man, I really enjoyed this shit, and I like the fact that, you know, it's a repetitive hook, but it's kind of slick. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it jumping like a trampoline, motherfucker. Like, we get it jumping in this bitch. It's a simple little metaphor, but I like the way it's smooth, and then it's like, it's a super mellow, laid back song, but then she's talking about getting the shit cracking. So it's like that juxtaposition is kind of dope, which I enjoyed as well. So that was it for me, man. It's a loud 62%. Shout out to Miss Yani Mo.
Shout out to Yani Mo.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm saying.
How you giving it up? How you feeling about it?
You know, I think we're gonna have to do something that we haven't done in a while.
Oh shit!
We have to bring out the fire trucks.
Oh shit! Oh wow! Okay.
I think this song is definitely fire.
Damn, I think they took us off speed dial. It's been a minute.
I mean, a little bit. They got to bring it right back. You know what I'm saying? They got
bring them out. Bring it right
back. Yo, homegirl, I really like this song.
Okay.
I like this song so much. I playlisted it.
Dope.
I vibe to it. I lit a candle to this.
Look
bitch.
at that. It's definitely like a candle music.
It put me in a mood.
Look at that.
It was like at the end of a long day. And then the video, I guess I'm really emphasizing the videos because it's really well produced for it to be sort of a simple one location type of thing.
Yeah.
It really exudes the happiness that you kind of, she's
like
in
editing.
a good place.
Yeah.
And it makes you feel like you could be there too. She's super relatable. And, you know, you hit it on the head. She gave me Erykah Badu and a little bit of Chrisette Michele in tone. Wise. So, you know, I fuck with the voice. I fuck with the chopped up guitar sample that goes through the whole record.
Because you could kind of mistake that for like live instrumentation.
You could mistake that, but I caught it.
Yeah.
I caught it. It might have been they like somebody played it.
Yeah.
They played the guitar and she chopped it up.
Yeah.
On her own or whatever the case may be. But I like the production on the record. It's even. I don't think there's anything really bad about the song particularly other than the usual. It's not that original, not really saying too much, but it's a feel-good record. Sometimes you don't gotta do all of that.
Well, that's the thing. If you do it well, if like you can kind of get off with not get really doing too much.
It's not a bad listen. I think people will love this record.
Okay,
so check that shit out.
Yeah, man.
I got a
So wait, 75. What percentage? You ain't give us your percentage.
88.
88. Whoa, wait a minute.
88.
Damn. Okay. Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
That's pretty high.
You know what I'm saying? It's pretty. Like, I listened to this record, I'm like, this really not that much bad with this song. It's a great listen. She can sing well. She can rap, sing well.
She does that rap singing very well.
She does it very well. She's not messy. She clean, like she really fully formed. And that's what you want. Like, you want somebody who can put together a good song, sound good to the ear. You know what I'm saying? Relatable and is talented. Clearly, she is all those things.
Yep.
So it's very much a pregame song for me.
It's on the pregame list.
It's a pregame song.
That's hard. That's
a pregame song.
Okay.
So, you know,
88% fire, and we got a 62% loud. Okay. So listen, y'all definitely got to go check that joint out. Trampoline, streaming on all platforms.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Who we got next?
Who's next? Oh my God. Guess what, y'all?
Oh, man.
The next motherfucker that's bringing to the stage.
Oh, shit.
We've been waiting for this nigga to drop.
Motherfucker.
4 years
First
now.
of all, do you remember the drafts? The Herbal Tea drafts. So
drafts.
Y'all might have heard us mention this on a few episodes back. But before we aired in January, you know what I'm saying? We had to figure this shit out.
We had to figure it out.
So we had to do a couple test runs. We did like 2 draft episodes.
Yes.
And it was around the time where his last project came out. Right around when he came out.
Right in the summer.
You know what I'm saying? That 7-track EP.
He was right.
And that was on it. But we couldn't even use it because, because the time lapse and
all of that.
It just ain't work out. So here we have it.
If you have not figured it out, we are talking about the one and only Lil Nas X.
That's crazy.
Lil Nas X
is back.
back, y'all.
He's back. He's at it again.
And he came to fucking eat y'all up.
He's not playing.
He's not playing.
He's not playing.
So, in case you don't know who Lil Nas X was, maybe you just born. I don't know.
Maybe.
But I'll go ahead and give you the rundown. He's from Lithia Springs, Georgia.
Oh, shit.
Which is another suburb outside of Atlanta.
Man.
So I was just wondering, I had to check real quick to
like,
make
is that
sure
the same thing?
It's the same as Lithonia.
Yeah.
Probably two different places.
Different.
It's different. But basically both of them suburbs out of Atlanta, and that's where he's from.
Okay.
Georgia-born rapper, singer, songwriter, best known for his viral, chart-topping, record-breaking, mainstream debut single Old Town Road, which spawned a litany of remixes, and most notably, the original remix featuring Billy Ray Cyrus, which is the one that broke through to the charts. It is a diamond certified single, broke several records, chief among them, fastest diamond certified single. Bruh, people go their whole careers and they go diamond. He did it in less than a year.
That's pretty nuts.
Yes. I'm just saying. Longest running Billboard Hot 100 #1 single in history at 19 weeks. Beat Mariah Carey's record. And it's the shortest #1 single, with the original clocking in at a mere 1 minute and 54 seconds.
Wow.
So all of that contributed to the platinum success of his debut EP 7, released on Columbia Records June 21st, 2019, followed by his public coming out at the end of Pride Month that year. The EP yielded successful follow-up singles in Panini and Rodeo. 2 Grammy wins, BET Hip Hop Award, 2 MTV VMAs, first Q Plus artist to win one.
Accolades on top of accolades.
One of the 25 most influential for Time magazine, and even a country music award to boot. First black gay performer to do
he got the country award.
He did get it. He just did not get to, it wasn't televised because you already know.
Played on.
They did. That's what it was.
Motherfuckers.
So, yeah. So this is off of one song, guys. So here we are. We're about to discuss his newest single, Holiday.
It's a holiday.
It came out Friday the 13th.
Oh, shit.
No less.
Friday the 13th was popping.
Friday the 13th was definitely popping. And I will just go ahead and tell the fire trucks to continue their job because they need to not leave.
Woo, this thing got me gagging.
Get the medics here because he's choking.
Damn.
He's gagging
Good
a
thing
little
you called
too
him
hard.
back. Shit.
Yes, it is a fire for me.
Oh, man.
It is a 76%
I can't believe
fire.
this nigga gave 2 fires in
I
one
know,
shot.
I almost never do that.
It's a holiday.
I think this song is fire because it is a Tay Keith track.
Oh,
and
man.
I fuck with Tay Keith
here you
so
go.
hard.
Here you go.
This nigga is
That's
a
what did it for you?
Memphis producer.
He's an animal. Nah, he's an animal. Sicko Mode?
Sicko Mode, Nonstop by Drake.
It's too much.
Bruh. He has some shit on 21 Savage new album. Anyway, Tay Keith produced the record. And that by itself kind of spoke to me because I fuck with a Memphis type flow. And that's kind of what he gave on this track. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
This nigga talking his shit. Hold on for a second.
Go ahead.
I might bottom on it alone, but you know I top shit.
Come on.
Come
on, Nas.
Come on. Nas. What are you doing?
All right.
How dare you talk about that on a mainstream single, nigga?
You know what I'm saying?
I'm really proud of this dude. I really have to just say he is like it beats the shit out of his EP because I think like the EP was fine, but this, you could tell he took his time. He honed. He had a lot of people around him helping him out. And it's just, it feels like the type of single that is a graduation because nothing really, he didn't really lose any kind of any part of his sound. The same sound that he had on Old Town Road, the way he sings, the way he writes melodies. Like the dude is a beast with the melody. And it's all here. It's just fully formed now into a pop friendly song, and that is it works for me. It really does. I really, like I said, I really love his grip on melody and shit. It's pretty much a graduation from what he did on the 7 EP. You can hear, you know, how he grew from it. And I can't even be mad. Like, he was talking his shit the whole way through.
Yeah, and he definitely was talking his shit. He was popping his shit.
Have you seen the video?
The video, I gotta say, them niggas had to spend like 10 mil. That shit is crazy. The video is a little movie.
He's all CGI effects. Like, do your thing, nigga. He's literally creating his own world.
They putting money behind this little nigga. He got some money behind his little ass.
He is signed to Sony.
Oh yeah, like he's
like
major.
PlayStation Sony. This is the same conglomerate company that runs Columbia Records, that gives you the PlayStations, that, you know, everything Columbia branded or Sony branded comes from Sony Entertainment, which is where he's at. So he has access to all that. So it should surprise you if it is a holiday commercial for a PlayStation 5. What is it on PlayStation 5, right?
PlayStation 5 just came out.
That's exactly what it is, an advertisement for, as it should be, because it's all wrapped up in that package. And, you know, they giving him the red carpet treatment because guess what? Everything I just told you.
Okay. Hey, the kid is out here.
He's out here.
In a major way.
In a major way.
Got the fire trucks out here?
Fire trucks is here.
All right.
I'm going to give it up to the boy.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and send the fire trucks along.
Oh, damn.
I think they might be done for the day. You know what I'm saying? I gave it a 55% mid.
You gave it a mid.
Yeah. And look, listen, you know how I feel about Lil Nas. I fuck with the kid. I like him a lot.
Listen, he was trying to really get me into the EP.
I'm trying to tell you.
He talking about I'm hating.
You know I fuck with him. So
I'm gagging.
I like this little nigga, man. I'm like you said, I'm proud of him. I'm proud he doing what he doing. I feel like this song was a bit too formulaic for me. Like, so formulaic to where it was like I could just see right through all the decisions they made when constructing this song. He did not do this by himself. It was a super collaborative effort.
He
did. I could just see, like, this was just such a label, like, okay, let's put the, like, and it's genius because this little nigga got a Christmas song. Like, a black gay artist has a new Christmas song. This is gonna be playing every holiday now. He's out of here with it. It's good. They're gonna eat it up.
What's the best?
It's gonna go crazy.
That's how you keep your legacy going.
I'm not mad at none of that, but it's so industry like formula. They wasn't worried about the song or the music at all. It was all like, okay, hottest producer.
Yeah.
Let's get this. Let's get that. Catchy hook. Oh, let's reel them in with the gay innuendos. Oh, they gonna love this shit. You said bottom. Oh, they gonna go crazy. Oh, they gonna go wild. Like, my nigga, like, I can see right through this whole song from start to beginning. The video was amazing. I love the video. He looked amazing. Him as the elf and all that shit. Like, he bodied it. He bodied it. He did his little choreography, his little routines and shit. Like,
same shit he did in Panini.
He bodied it. He bodied it. You know what I'm saying? The video actually gave me bits and pieces of Lil Kim, How Many Licks. As soon as I saw him on the conveyor belt with the, you know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, I see what they doing. But they bodied the video. I'm bad like Michael Jackson.
I fell out.
I hate that line.
I fell out. I was like, okay, you better go for it.
I hate that line.
Go for it.
I hate it.
Take it.
I hate it.
Eat it up, boy.
I hate it. Hip hop Christmas song. He did his thing, man. He kept it him, you know what I'm saying? But it just sounds a little kids bop-ish to me, and it's just too targeted for me. Like, I know exactly like what they was trying to do, and they're gonna do it. That's the thing. It's gonna work. It's gonna pull it off. But it was just,
it got me.
I know. I see. That's why I was like, damn, I couldn't believe it.
It got me.
Shit. But I mean, and it's not bad. Like I said, I'm not shitting on it. It didn't really do it for me. It was just too formulaic. It was too. This is the one. This is going to be a hit. It was just like so by the book. I was like, all right, Lil Nas. And he talking his shit, but it's like, okay.
But see, hold on.
He get respect from the rappers. Do you?
Let's examine him for a second. Yeah, he doesn't have that much recording experience. He has one mixtape, and then all of a sudden he does one song that blows up out of his wits. How much help do you think he would actually need? He probably needs a lot of help, right?
I don't care. A lot of people get help and they get put out fire songs. This is just not one of them.
You don't think? You don't?
Not for me. Like, what you want me to do? I'm giving you my grade.
All right. What could we say? What can I say?
You know what I'm saying? Like, you hold that fire down over there. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at that. But for me, it's more in the mid 55 mid. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really too. But listen, they gonna love it. It's gonna go crazy. He already had like what? 4 million, some crazy number on the video streams. It's only out a couple days.
Yeah,
it's just it's nuts. He gonna go out of here, and I'm proud of the kid. I hope he do his thing.
I hope he do his thing.
I just want to hear, you know, I'm looking forward to some more music. I'm looking forward to more from him, like in general.
Absolutely,
he gonna be out here in a major way. So, hey, 55% mid. Would you give it 76 fire?
76 fire.
Okay.
76 fire. It barely escaped because what is loud. Nah, it
was out there.
It's out there. It almost was fire.
No, it is fire.
It is fire. Hold on, I'm getting my shit. Like, it barely
it's
escaped loud. It's a low. It's a low fire.
Got you.
Because some of the things that you said was actually true. I actually do agree. It is formulaic, but I just think it's good for him because he doesn't really have that much songwriting experience to me.
Yeah.
And so I think this is probably the best that they would have been able to come up with. Yeah. And for a move like that, it's I feel like it's good enough.
I totally get it. I don't think it was a bad move. I don't think
it did its job.
I just don't think this song is for me. Okay. Like, that's all.
Damn.
It's a you know.
So you're gonna keep bumping that 7 EP? That's your thing.
I mean, what you want me to do, man? I'm sure he got more coming. He just back. I feel like he gonna have a big 2021. So I can expect more music. I'm sure. So you know, we'll see how it goes, but. As for now, man, listen, he ain't worrying about my little 55% mid. The shit is going crazy.
He's not worried about any of this.
You know, the kids loving it.
Yeah.
He out here, man. He's already an icon in the fucking community.
Absolutely.
So there you have it, man. Shout out to Lil Nas X. Go check it out. I know y'all checked it out already. Let us know what y'all think, man. What you think about this shit?
You can debate me.
I'm really interested. Yeah.
We could debate.
Let us know, man. All right. So that wraps it up for the Q Plus homies.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'll take it to the motherfucking ally of the day.
It's the ally of the day. It's the ally of the day. Hey, woo!
Come on, man. Y'all ain't ready for our theme. If you need a theme song, just holla at us. Just holla at us, man.
I didn't think you was going to catch it like that.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But speaking of ally of the day.
Who that is?
We got a queen in the building,
man.
Come
on, Queen.
Miss MJB, Mary J. Blige, man.
Queen. Did y'all know this queen was an ally?
Are you kidding me? They probably didn't know, but stop sleeping on a queen, man. 9-time Grammy Award winning. Let me say that again. 9-time Grammy Award winning.
Give it up for the
singer,
queen.
Songwriter, and an actor. She acting out here.
She is acting.
You know what I'm saying? Speaking of her acting, if you never saw The Umbrella Academy. Which is an amazing show. I love that fucking show. But she got a prominent role in it. She doing her thing.
She is doing her thing.
She doing her thing. She ain't, it ain't, what was that? The KFC commercial?
Yeah.
Where she jumped on the table?
It's chicken. It's crispy.
She ain't giving you none of those vibes. Like she really acting out here. She began her career back in '91. Actually, she signed to Uptown Records. Everybody know the infamous Uptown Records. L.A. Reid and all of that.
Andre Harrell.
I'm sorry.
Andre Harrell.
R.I.P.
And Diddy was an intern.
Yes, where Diddy got his start. So that's where he started. He produced most of her first couple projects. Like he was heavy-handed in the production of her projects. What's the 411? All that shit. She's been a vocal supporter of gay marriage for a few years now. You can see, you know, all types of publications where she's making quotes, you know, in support of it.
Yeah.
She was also a part of the song Hands. That was the dedication to the victims of the Pulse shooting in Orlando.
Right.
She was a big part of that. Apparently, rumor has it, that she might actually not only be an ally, but she might be Q+.
Oh,
that's what they saying. That's what I heard.
Is that what the streets saying?
I'm not trying to spread nothing crazy, but
man,
apparently there's some confirmation. But I haven't looked too much into it, so that's why I said rumors. And she's still an ally. This is how we looking at her. So until she come out and say herself, she's an ally. But I mean, you know, what more can I say about Miss Mary J. Blige? Like, she's all over the place. She's, like we said, she came out in '91 and she's still a prominent vocalist. You know what I'm saying? She still puts out music, not as readily. You know what I'm saying? She doing more her acting thing. But hey, she on the show today, so you know she got some music out.
Fun fact.
Go ahead. Let me see what you got.
I got quite a few here.
Let me see what you got. Facts. Lay them down.
All right. So, you know that she covered Stevie Wonder with George Michael. Yes, there's a cover. George Michael actually covered the song, and Mary J. Blige. It's like a duet. It's called.
Okay.
They covered as Until That's
dope.
And it was
like
really
when artists
well
do
done.
that, like the big artists.
It was really, really well done. Like it's a whole.
This
was
beautiful.
Recently? No, this was about. I want to say mid 2000s.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And there's a whole video for it. You can go Google it. It's a beautiful, cover, because people can fuck up some covers.
Yeah.
And not in a good way.
Yeah.
They fucked this cover up in the best way.
Okay.
I love it. I'm a fan of it.
Okay.
Fun fact number 2. So Kamala Harris, y'all heard of her, right?
Kamala.
Vice President-elect Kamala Harris.
Mm-hmm.
The one that walked out with the suffragette white on the day that they found out that they were being elected.
I think I saw her before.
I seen her a couple of times. I seen when she walked out, and I recognized the song immediately. So those that did not recognize the song Van Jones, it was Work That by Mary J. Blige, not Beyonce.
Damn, Van.
So, yeah, you fucked that up.
Crying Van.
Donkey of the day. I know, what I'm saying?
Crying
It is
Van.
what it is. It is what it is. We might get our sisters a little twisted sometimes, but we're going to be here to correct you.
Yeah.
As the situation fits. He did walk out to Work That, which came from her Growing Pains album, 2007. You know what I'm saying? And also, she collaborated with another Q+ artist.
Who?
Sam Smith. He had a song, you might have heard of it, Stay With Me, one of his biggest songs.
Yes, I did.
And they did a duet version of that song.
Look at her out here with the duets.
Also very, very beautiful. So go check that out. That is MJB.
All right,
and
Mary.
Fun Facts Edition.
Look at you, out here with it. And she's also out here with a new song. And it's actually a joint off of a soundtrack for a movie. The movie is called Belly of the Beast.
Belly of the Beast.
And the song is titled See What You've Done.
See What You've Done.
It actually came out in October, on October the 16th. 3 minutes, 26 seconds.
Right.
And it's like her latest ever. We haven't heard a ton of music from Mary, as of late. She puts out things here and there, but, she's been doing her acting thing a lot, popping up, doing all types of shit. This joint right here, though, I was rocking with it. This is 63% loud for me. Yeah, like the production got me, man. Like once them drums came in, I was just like, I don't know. I feel like Mary was back on her because she's known for getting the soul R&B over the hip hop-esque beats. Like that's kind of her bag.
That is her bag.
So I felt like she was in that for me. She was giving you the typical Mary, raspy, soulful, eloquent, textured voice. She gave you all of that. And it was inspirational. It was more so like, damn, like, look at all of this shit you brought me, all of this pain. Look what you've done. But you know what? It ain't over. I'm going to persevere. I'm going to get through it. And we gonna keep it moving, keep it popping. And I thought the hook was it wasn't much. She was just saying, look what you see what you done part over and over, but it was kind of smooth the way it did it. And I like the way they broke up the production where it was like, it got quiet and then them drums come back in and it's just kind of like that pushing up tempo rapid. And she was just, I thought she was on her shit, man. I enjoyed this record. I didn't know what to make of it because them little obscure soundtrack joints, they might fly under the radar. They could be dope or they could be kind of like, But I like this joint. I enjoyed it. It was decent for me. I gave it a 62% loud, man. 63%, I'm sorry.
63 loud.
63.
So, have you seen any of the trailers for Belly of the Beast? Have any idea on what the documentary is about?
Learn me.
Belly of the Beast is going to be a documentary that will come out actually to be airing on PBS on November 23rd. It is a documentary that looks at women in prison and just how they're treated and how, how much the prison system really kind of violates their rights, sterilizing these women so that they can't have children. So that's pretty much what the documentary is focusing on, that aspect of women in prison. So I'm gonna watch that shit because I saw the trailer.
Interesting,
it's pretty
as hell.
deep. So it gave to give you a little context on the song. I'm gonna have to say the song is a mid for me.
Okay.
Song is a mid for me because
50. What percentage? You always forget your percentage.
I do always forget the percentage. It is 58% mid.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It is a good record. It is kind of generic, given now the context of the fact that it is in such a deep, you know, kind of an insightful documentary. I'm listening to the lyrics, and they really just kind of feel generic to me. It's not really talking about any one thing. Could be anything that she was talking about. See what you've done. You know, she could be talking about the government. She could be talking about the prison system. She could be talking about anything. But, you know, you can't peg it, and you wouldn't know that listening to the song if you didn't know it was part of a soundtrack. So that's kind of the thing about soundtrack songs to me as well, is because some of them could be great and some of them could just be flat. And I think this one kind of fell flat for me.
Okay.
I like the hip-hop drums. It kind of propelled it, but then it begins and ends with some real cheesy piano to me. Like, you know, I was like, did somebody play this or did they sample this? Like, I didn't really like it. I didn't really like how that. I was thinking who could sing the song a little better. I think Monica would have been able to sing it a little bit more. It kind of would have gave me a little bit more. It would have made sense because she knew somebody who, well, not she knew somebody who who was in jail for a while, but I mean he wasn't a woman. But at the same time,
she knows somebody who's in jail.
Yeah.
Now.
So right. So, you know, I just didn't think that. You know, I didn't feel the connection for her to the material that much.
Okay.
It didn't sell itself to me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
But, you know, 58 mid.
That's
it's
not
good
a bad
enough.
grade.
It's good enough for the soundtrack.
A solid grade.
It works.
Yeah. And we wasn't too far. That's 5%. That's why I'm asking you, like, what's your percentage? Because that's a big part. You know what I'm saying? 63 and 58. It's right there. You know what I'm saying? That's not a big difference. But that line is kind of, you know, it's fine between, you know, where you're going to land at. All right. So you got a 63% loud, 58% mid. Go and check it out, man. MJB is back.
And
go check out that documentary. Definitely. Belly of the Beast. That sounds like it's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy. PBS, November 23rd.
It's the ally of the day. MJB.
You already.
On the HTP. You know what I'm saying?
Can you see?
What you want to do? Steamy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what happens when the streets is hot and they on fire.
The streets is hot.
You know what I'm saying? What we gonna do?
Out this bitch. The streets is definitely steamy. They will continue to be steamy.
Oh shit.
Some places is gonna ignite flames spontaneously.
Oh goddamn.
Spontaneous combustion.
Okay.
And I'm gonna give you some of those situations that's spontaneously combusting right now. In these streets, with your street correspondent, the real Peasy, we're gonna get into the vintage situations that we did last episode where we honor some of the forebearers of our current movement, the LGBTQ plus movement. We're gonna continue.
Forebearers, I like that.
Forebearers, yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna continue to give it up for the women out here, the ladies.
Okay.
If y'all ain't already know, did y'all know that Nicki Minaj is gonna be celebrating an anniversary pretty soon after this episode comes out?
It's our anniversary.
Yeah. All of that.
Okay.
November 22nd, 2020 will be the 10th anniversary that commemorates Pink Friday. Now, I don't know if she has any plans for it. I doubt
I'm sure she does. You don't
Maybe
think
she
so?
does. I
10
don't
years?
think she hasn't
Your biggest album?
I mean,
you know, people don't. The rollout, the surprise rollout is the new rollout.
That's the thing right now. Yeah.
You know what I mean, you only get a couple days before.
Sure. We'll see what happens. She got a baby right now. I don't know if she has any time.
Yeah, she might be too busy for all that bullshit.
Yeah, but you know, it is going to be 10 years. The whole 2010s was pretty much run by Miss Minaj Petty.
Run this bitch. All you bitches is my sons.
All these bitches is my sons. Yes, Pink Friday. 3 times platinum album. Debuted at number 2 with 375,000 copies. And peaked at number 1 in February. 7 singles in America released. Your Love.
Your love, your love.
Did It On 'Em.
Did It On 'Em.
Super Bass.
Super Bass.
Moment for Life.
That's my shit.
Check It Out. Right Through Me. And Fly. Fly.
Yo, Moment for Life is probably my favorite Nicki Minaj song.
I would say
of her whole catalog.
I would say that song, when it came on the radio, I remember that era very distinctly. I was a barb. Well, still am. We'll say that. I went and bought the album, even though it was definitely catered to girls.
Yes.
Even so much that when you got one of the deluxe edition albums, it came with a t-shirt, but it was for girls. So see? I wasn't going to wear that motherfucker.
Damn, Nicki.
Yeah.
So can't get no love?
But no, guys couldn't get no love. I did not get it. And if they did get some love, it wasn't there at the Target where I bought the album out back when you were still buying CDs from Target.
Well, hey, at least you got something free with the album.
Yeah.
Give it to your little sister, give it to a cousin or somebody.
Something. I don't know. I think I threw it away. But either way.
Damn.
I didn't keep that motherfucker. But Grammy nominated, and she won I think an AMA, American Music Award, from that album. And I just want to give it up for the legacy of that album. A lot of us Q+ artists really do name her as an influence. A lot. And you hear it, they'll say it, they will admit it. Minaj got a whole lot of barbs in the Q+ community, and that's pretty much what it is. She's single-handedly been the one that has kind of ruled female rap for the whole decade. She had a whole era. And Pink Friday kind of set the tone for that, being that it was a hip-hop album primarily, but had a whole lot of pop and dance elements incorporated in it for the crossover appeal. Super Bass being her best performing single to date. I believe it's at 8 times platinum. So, you know, that right there is in and of itself the accomplishment and, you know, kind of her signature as far as what she brought to the table. Hard raps, dancey beats, and a little bit of singing.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And so now you have a whole crop of female artists out there pretty much taking bits and pieces of her, just the same way that she took bits and pieces of female rappers that came before her.
That's the way it goes, man.
That's just the way it goes. It's passing it down generation to generation. So we want to just definitely tip our hats and give the roses to Miss Mirage Petty.
Word.
Onika Tanya Mirage Petty, her real name.
Shout out.
Shout out to her. Pink Friday is, I don't know, would you consider it a classic?
Not me personally, but you know, I was never a big Nicki album person. Like, I don't really remember too many albums of hers where I was like, all right.
That they all the way through.
I'm a casual Nicki fan.
Yeah. I'm pretty involved in her career as far as, like, you know, just because she occupies a really, really unique space in rap that you can't say a lot of female rappers do. She really could go toe-to-toe with a lot of
you can't deny anything about her reign, her run, her music.
Yeah, her talent is very apparent.
She's out of here.
Her style is there. And I just really, really give it up for that. I'm not going to sit there and bully you if you don't like her.
Yeah.
That's not my thing. That's not the type of barb that I am. They really do. The fans.
I don't get it.
I don't know who's worse, the Beehive
when did that start,
or the barbs.
Like the crazy, insane fans that'll chew your head off if you say anything about their artist. Like, that wasn't always a thing.
No, I believe it started with Lady
Beehive?
Gaga.
Oh,
Lady Gaga had the Monsters.
Oh.
And so, because they came out around the same time.
Okay.
And so it was a trend thing.
Okay.
It's like Katy Perry has the Katy Cats.
Not everybody.
So everybody
got the Navy.
Rihanna got the Navy.
It's a lot. It's a lot going on.
So it was a lot. So she came up with that, and this is what it's become.
Okay.
So, you know, there it is. But other than that, Nicki Minaj, Vintage Situations, 10-year anniversary, Pink Friday, shout out to her.
Word.
Sam Smith goes diamond with his single Stay With Me. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
It just earned the diamond certification.
Wow, okay.
Not too long ago. The single came out in 2014 from his debut album, In the Lonely Hour.
I wonder how that works. Is that from streaming?
It's from everything. It's from record sales, and it's from streaming.
No, I know that, but you know, niggas ain't really been buying records.
Yes.
And that album ain't new. That came out a while ago. So, like, He had to get there primarily off of streams.
Yeah, probably. I would guess more so off of streams than anything else. And then, of course, Billboard has a special way that they count streaming sales and how they equivalent to a certain album sale.
Oh,
it's a whole system. It's kind of came in about 2014, but that's how they giving the certifications out. That's how they count them up this time. And like I was saying, like it took Sam Smith 6 years to go diamond with that song. You know what I'm saying? And you had artists like Lil Nas X who was able to do it in 1 year.
That's fucking crazy.
It's crazy. But diamond certification is really no joke.
Not at all.
It's 10 million albums. So whole physical albums sold is kind of where it came from, the diamond certification. And, you know, like I said, the Billboard has come up with a way to tabulate a certain number of streams to equal a song sale, and a certain number of song sales equal an album sale. And so that's how it works. So you have to get a lot of streams up in the hundreds of millions, maybe billions, to get something like that.
That's a lot of streams.
Yeah. So there it is. Shout out to Sam Smith.
Okay.
Music videos. Jaden has a new music video.
Oh, shit. The homie? You know I fuck with Jaden.
You know. Fuck with Jaden a little bit.
Oh, shit.
You know, I'm ready. New music video is out. Just want to let y'all know it's out there.
Okay.
The one I'm really, really checking for, did you see Black Fairy's new video for Go?
I saw a clip. I didn't see the video yet, though.
I seen the clips, and then I synced the video.
How is it? Is that off the album, the Auto Rap?
His latest album, Auto Rap. And I think that video goes.
Word. Okay.
It's a really, really nice, really well shot video. Shout out to Black Fairy.
I like his videos. He does some nice videos.
He does some all of his videos that I've seen.
Yeah.
You know
that's what I'm saying.
From beginning to end, and he's only had like a couple of albums. So shout out to him.
I thought the joint he got, you know, you seen the one he got with Aaron Thomas? He's not in the video, but the song that they got together. I thought it was very tastefully done. I was like, okay, I see how you know what I'm saying? Like he's creative with his shit. I like it.
This is the shit that I mess with. Like, you know, he has apparently the ability to shoot videos, because that's no small feat.
No.
Shooting videos is it's
expensive.
It's expensive. It could be an obstacle for some. And when you do finally get to shoot a music video, you know, you'd be remiss if you weren't at least involved in some process, unless you actually had a video team that did it all for you.
Yeah.
All that to say, it's just not really easy to do a music video. And when you do one well, I definitely look out. So shout out to Black Fairy for putting out that video for an excellent single from his album. Okay, so in the hood out here, the Skreetz has been talking, and
what they said.
It sound like they telling me that a certain person got a couple of interviews that he banged out last week.
Oh shit!
You know what I'm saying?
Ah shucks.
Maybe you want to talk about that, EarthTone. You had a couple of them things. You had you was talking to Imani Van Zamp and Stevie.
You know, Miss Stevie and all of that.
These girls want to eat you up. What you got to say?
They just wanted to, you know, get behind the man, the myth, and the legend a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Pick my brain a little bit. It was cool. It was nice. I enjoyed it. 2 very pleasurable interviews. I enjoyed both of them very well.
Okay.
Y'all should go check that shit out. It was on IG Live. Of course, you can go. I had it up on my story, but you could go check them out. Miss Stevie on IG. You know what I'm saying? Miss Ivan Zap. You know what I'm saying?
Imani Van Zap.
Yeah.
Shout out to her. And shout out to all of them. Go check those interviews out.
Very, very nice ladies and excellent hosts.
Yes. I saw Imani Van Zap, and I was like, I was impressed by just her thoughtfulness and, you know, how informed she was.
She was
about you.
She knew her shit. So, it was crazy. Like Miss Stevie knew, like I went to college in PA and shit, and I'm like, damn, like y'all was doing some research. I gotta go check I gotta Google myself, see what they coming up with.
They found out who your ex-boyfriend was, the one you was in for a decade. They was giving all types of tea. They did.
I missed that one.
You missed it. I heard everything because I was there. I saw. You know, there was some sleuths in that motherfucker. They know the name of the dog.
Oh, you talking about the commenters?
Nah, I'm just.
I was about to say, like, damn, really? Like now you. I'm like, oh shit. Who?
Nah.
I definitely missed that.
Joking, but nah, it was very good interviews. I enjoyed seeing Imani. I didn't see Stevie yet, but shout out to both of them.
And it's been a minute. I ain't really had no interviews in a minute. You know what I'm saying? I think the last thing I did was maybe the podcast, the In My Bag joint.
Yeah.
And
I remember that one.
Late last year. So,
shout out to EarthTone, the man, the myth, and the legend, next to me.
Stay in the flesh. You know what I mean?
Fucking awesome guy.
What you gonna do?
Lambda Lounge. Did you see them serve on the Ambassador magazine?
I saw it.
You seen a couple of the flicks?
I saw the cover.
Want to give them a shout out. They definitely did their thing. It's a Facebook-based magazine, so you can go to their Instagram pages and you'll see the links to where you can see those pictures and see what they had to say about them running their business. Another interesting interview that they gave was with TD Bank. And TD Bank has, pretty much given them a lot of resources and helping them run their business, especially through this trying time, through a pandemic. So they talked about, their plans to start up and how kind of the pandemic ruined all of that, but how they were able to stay afloat through, the EIDL loan from the stimulus that came earlier this year, the economic injury disaster loan, GoFundMe. They had a GoFundMe not too long ago. And they had a lenient landlord that kind of let them go because people ain't able to pay their rent like that. And whatever they could pay, they did pay. So
shout out to the lenient landlords.
Yeah, shout out to them. Shout out to them because, it's not everybody is in that position to even give that allowance. So that's definitely a blessing.
Thing. Yeah, for real.
It is it's what it is out here. It's, it's hard out here for a pimp. You feel me?
Word.
Trying to make the money for the rent. And that's that. Have you heard about this new movie situation, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom?
Why does that kind of ring a bell a little bit?
It should ring a bell. This is going to be a movie that will come out on Netflix. First, it will be in theaters. It will be in theaters on November 25th, 2020. They're going to do a little theater run. I didn't really get to look and see if they were going to bring it here to New York City. But I imagine you can just Google that shit and find out for yourself.
Of course.
But for sure, I know that it will be released on Netflix on December 18th, 2020. And I will be checking for that because it is starring Viola Davis. It will also be the final role that Black Panther alum Chadwick Boseman was in.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so it's gonna be a really huge.
And he don't slouch with the roles. Like,
no, not at all, not at all. If you don't know who Ma Rainey is, she is a blues singer. They call her the mother of blues.
Okay.
She, kind of did her thing in the 20s. In the 20s all the way through about the Great Depression, and then she kind of faded out because vaudeville kind of took over and then music changed and whatnot. But she is known as the mother of the blues.
Okay.
And in one of her songs, while we're discussing her here, she alludes to lesbianism or at least bisexuality.
Okay.
Prove It On Me was the name of the song. And she was arrested for participating in an orgy with women from her chorus.
Oh, shit.
So she was a full-on...
Wow.
She was a Q... She's probably like the blueprint for the Q+, I guess.
Getting it
before it was even a thing.
Early and often.
Early getting her shit. So I'm really excited to kind of see how this is going to be portrayed in the movie by Miss Viola Davis, who's an excellent actress. Y'all may remember her from How to Get Away with Murder.
I love her.
And Fences. You know what I'm saying? So she's going to do her damn thing.
Okay.
And we can't wait. Produced by Denzel Washington, y'all.
Damn. Okay.
You know? Music composed by jazz legend Branford Marsalis.
Okay.
So it's kind of a black event, but everybody's invited.
It's gonna be major.
It's gonna be a movie because it is a movie.
Yeah,
you feel me? All right. So on November 13th, on to the next thing. There's a grand opening. There was a grand opening for Glitz, which is gays and lesbians living in transgender society. So this is an organization that built a supportive housing specifically geared towards transgender people, black transgender people. It is owned by Cayenne Dora Show. And it is it's open now. It's in Queens, Woodhaven area. So basically take the J train if you live out here in New York, straight to Woodhaven Boulevard. I didn't get the address of it, but that's the neck of the woods that you're going.
That's dope.
But it has a lot of resources for transgender people. You know, a lot of them do sex work. You know, a lot of them just are homeless. They don't have any way. They don't have any money. And this is kind of a resource that has been put together by this black transgender queen, an activist who was an actor and also an actor in Oz. She put this together, and you know it is available. There was a ribbon cutting ceremony with the Queensborough president, Melinda Katz.
Okay,
so it's kind of a big deal out here. You can get more information at Glitz INC, so that's GLITSINC.org.
That's huge. That's what's up. Shout out to that.
Shout out to all of that. You know what I'm saying? That's a beautiful thing because, you know, it ain't, like I said, take it from somebody who's been homeless. There's no worse thing than not having a place to go home to gather your peace of mind. You are on survival mode if you don't have a place to live, and that is no way to live. To just constantly on survival mode. So shout out to this woman who opened this up and opened these doors literally and figuratively for any transgender individual that needs this kind of assistance. They are at Glitz_INC on Instagram. If you want to go ahead and follow them, shout out to Cayenne Dora Show. Okay. I hope that's how she says her name. I think that's how she say her name. Next on the docket, Restoration of Honor Act in effect as of November 12th, 2020. And what that is anybody that's been in the military service that had been discharged in anything less than an honorable discharge. They can apply to get assistance from this state law here in New York to access veterans benefits, and especially extended to LGBT individuals because once upon a time, not long ago, it was illegal to be gay in the military. So,
damn, so if you was gay in the military before it became legal, and you don't get none of those benefits?
And you were found out and you got other than honorable discharge, you do not get any type of veterans benefits. Wow. You are not eligible for that bad boy.
That is crazy.
You must get an honorable discharge and you will have access. And of course, you know, served at least a full enlistment, at least 3 years, in order to get access to veterans benefits. But if you don't get that discharge, you get nothing.
That's crazy.
You get no access to any kind of state benefits. You get no access to federal veterans benefits. Now, keep in mind that the Restoration Act is for the state of New York. So New York is extending the courtesy to people who have those type of grade of discharge so that they can access some state veterans benefits. They may not be able to go to the hospital because that's federally ran. But, you know, you can probably get some state resources, you know, through this as well that, you know, New York has to offer. So that's at least what you can get. This was effective as of November 12th, 2020. So if you file your papers now, you will be able to get access to, you know, state veterans benefits.
Okay.
I have to say, first of all, for myself, having served 5 years in the military, and had gone through plenty of things. I was gay in the military. I still am gay.
I was
gay in the military as well during the years where Don't Ask, Don't Tell was piping hot. And it was almost like a witch hunt. They were, you know, discharging people left and right for homosexual conduct and shit like that. So I had to keep it real mum, even though it was kind of an open secret, but only around certain people. But either way, you got to be real careful how you move. I had to be real careful how I moved. So any wrong move, and it could have cost me any kind of school benefit. It could have cost me medical benefits. If you don't get this honorable discharge.
That's so crazy.
It is. So you're literally kind of living your life to, you know, make sure that you can secure these kind of things because your boy would not be here sitting next to you honestly, if I got a bad discharge, because I wouldn't have been able to afford to do anything.
All right, so it's not illegal to be in the Army no more, right?
No, it's not. That has been repealed by Obama in 2009.
So do those people that were discharged for being gay, do they now get the benefits?
No,
or it's still like,
because you would have to fight to get the grade of your discharge changed, and that is a really, really long and complicated process. But you can do it. The character of your discharge, what I'm saying is, honorable discharge is the best one that you can get, and then there's other than honorable, and there's dishonorable discharge, and I think there's one in the middle, and those are all lesser than honorable. So, you know, some states will honor, some states may extend this courtesy as well. I don't think New York is the only state, but basically, if you don't get an honorable discharge, that DD 214 means nothing to the VA hospital because you can't apply for those VA benefits. You can't get anything. So it shuts you out of going to school and all of those things that I went into the military for just to go to school. I wouldn't have been able to get it if I got a less than honorable discharge.
That's crazy.
So think about all the people who were gay. Yeah. And some of them did get their discharges overturned way later in the game because that's how long it takes. You know what I'm saying? And we honor them now, you know, during Pride and all of that shit. But, you know, back in...
It was rough.
When I was getting out, it was not a game.
Damn.
So that's where we at right now. But this is the state of New York that I'm talking about. Restoration of Honor Act.
Well, shout out to New York for that.
Shout out to New York. You already know that's what it is. This year, did y'all hear about the election?
Did we hear about the election?
Did you hear about the election? Did you hear about what happened during the election?
There's a lot of shit happened.
I heard that the sister became president, the president-elect Kamala Harris,
vice president.
Yeah, you know. We're gonna say she's the president because you know a lot of us, you know what I'm saying, we voted for her.
Listen,
that's what it is. But beside all of that, even more so, did you know how many people actually ran for seats down ballot who were LGBT?
I know it was a lot of them.
It was a lot.
It was kind of like on a historic amount.
It was a historic amount for sure. There were over 1,000 candidates that ran for all types of seats all over the country down ballot, and 500 made it.
Damn. Okay.
500 made it. I'm gonna name off a couple of these because
I thought you was about to say I'm gonna name all 500.
No. Just a few, just a couple, and just the ones that are kind of like closer to us.
Yeah.
The most notable ones, the first two gay black members of Congress, both come from out of New York. So that's Richie Torres and Mondaire Jones. Richie Torres now is the congressional member, the representative for the 15th congressional district, and Mondaire Jones for the 17th congressional district.
Okay.
And those cover different areas of New York. Definitely go consult Google to see exactly which ones they cover. I know mine, I live in the 12th district. I think we both live in the 12th district.
I think I might be like 13 for something. Like I'm like one off. Remember when we was talking to
what's his name?
James JFK. They was like, I would have to go holler at AOC and them. Like we over a little bit.
Oh, well, I know for a fact that AOC is the Bronx. I think
Queens.
She's 14.
And Queens.
Is she Queens?
It's like, because it merges some. Like, you know, you got like parts of Harlem that merges up to like Washington Heights, Inwood, and then you got like little parts of the Bronx. Because, you know, it's right there, separated by the water, but it's not far. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, the districts in New York New York is a big city, so it's sectioned off.
So it's definitely sectioned off. But yeah, those are the districts that they run. Like I said, first two gay black men elected to Congress. Shout out to them. You also got Adrian Tam, who is the first Asian American, gay Asian American, to take a seat in Hawaii, the state of Hawaii.
Oh,
he is in the state of Hawaii, the Assembly, which is the congressional, which is kind of like the House of Representatives.
Okay.
But on the state level, each level has the Senate and House of Representatives, or the Assembly is what they would call it. So a little bit civics lesson. You got two chambers of, legislative branch, Congress, House of Representatives and Senate, and each level, the state has the same setup and the city have the same setup. So you have people run, when they say down ballot, we're talking about the state level, and we're talking about the city municipal level as well. And you had LGBT people going all the way down. You had transgender people. You had first black females. I think that was Kimberly Jackson for Georgia Senate, Tierra Mack, Rhode Island Senate, Maureen Turner, Oklahoma Senate, Stephanie Beyer, Kansas House, and the one that ran for Delaware, Sarah McBride. She's the first transgender for the state Senate of Delaware.
Okay.
So LGBT representation all throughout this country. We still need more. Here's the lesson. We still need more representation, because until the whole system is equitable to all types of people, we haven't done our job yet. We still got some work to do, but I definitely commend all these people who ran against people who have been holding these seats for decades with their conservative ideals, people who kind of have been career politicians. They beat them.
It's that shift
to take that seat.
That needed shift is happening.
That shift is happening. This is why we say go vote. Go find out who your local representatives are, because you can, and your vote does count. When you don't, it's a missed opportunity to at least say what you got to say to the government, which is that, no, I don't like the way this motherfucker run my district. I want somebody goddamn different. Excuse my French, but, you know, that's what it is. That's what it is out here in these streets.
Okay.
It's been busy, and that is the last one that I got for y'all for the year.
Well,
so,
damn.
you know what I'm saying? The streets going to still be burning. We'll be right back.
Definitely gave them a full meal with that one. The streets got a lot going on out here.
A lot going on.
Y'all gotta get involved.
Get involved.
You know what I'm saying? Get involved. All right, so, you know, with that heavy load, you know, the streets could be stressful.
Yeah, they could be stressful.
You know what I'm saying? It could be tiring. It could be draining.
A little bit.
You come to the crib after a long day in the streets.
Yeah.
You know, you might want to have a little smoking session in the smoking section. All right, episode 22.
Alright.
Is y'all ready for this one?
Y'all ready for this?
We're going to get into the nitty gritty on this one.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've been thinking. We've been talking about Jersey a lot. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to motherfucking NEW Jers. If you haven't heard, you know your boy is a Jersey boy through and through. You know what I'm saying? The Garden State.
He's in the Garden State.
And I'm sure you heard what they just did.
I heard a little bit.
I mean, they just voted to legalize marijuana. Just something light, just recreational. They just went ahead and put the pressure on New York real quick. You know what I'm saying? Just put some pressure on New York real quick to stop playing these games.
I know, right?
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they're waiting for. So it actually goes into effect on the 1st, 2021. But yeah, pretty much Jersey's opening it up. It's about to get real interesting. So with that being said, I'm like, you know what? I might want to look into a motherfucking dispensary, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It just popped. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Let me just see.
It sounds like a great idea.
It sounds like a great idea, but it sounds like a grand idea. Like, it sounds like a heavy, challenging idea. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
So I wanted to figure it out. I'm like, yo, how do you open a dispensary? So that's the question we got for today. Sherlock Tone at it again.
Sherlock Tone's back.
You know what I'm saying? Put on a hat, and we going to get into it.
All
right, so the legalization of recreational marijuana, I mean, you know, that's been a hot topic for the last few years now. Yeah. States across the nation has been, you know, changing policies, making reforms, you know, reducing sentences and stuff like that. It's been a lot going on. This, of course, means big business. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of money that goes into this marijuana business shit. It is a business. It is money involved. Yeah. According to Marijuana Business Daily, the projected revenue from dispensaries in 2019 was between $6.5 and $8 billion.
Billion with a B?
Billion. Not million. Not M's. We talking about
M's.
$1 billion. That's a lot of motherfucking revenue that's coming in. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, okay, how can I get a piece of that? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I like to smoke. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no record. I ain't got no rap sheet. Maybe I could do this thing. Let me see. I mean, that's what they telling me. Of course, anything you look up on Google, you can do your research. You can find out how you could get in this thing. You know, in Colorado, Denver, they ahead of the game. So they've been, you know, they legalized.
Yeah, they've been doing that for like at least 20 years now.
And I think, who was that? Was it Seattle? Oh, no, it was somebody just legalized everything.
Oregon.
Yeah. Like so.
Well, they didn't. Not everything, but they did lower.
Listen,
they
it's
did
pretty
lower
much. They like, yo,
class.
Get it in. You might get a slap on the wrist for heroin,
and cocaine and meth.
Everything is legal.
Right.
Like if you get a slap on the wrist for heroin, nigga,
good boy, heroin,
nigga. Come on.
With the heroin.
Come on, my nigga.
This nigga old school.
You know what I'm saying? So today, they pretty much saying it's like steps. You know what I'm saying? You got to take steps for anything you want to do, you want to build. It's steps you got to take to get there. So we got 9 steps that we're going to go through. You know what I'm saying? Just to give you a little quick tutorial on how you might go about getting this dispensary popping. Yeah, you got a 9-step program. So, of course, you got to do your research. You know, research is heavy. Got to do your Googles. You got to do your, you know, chat around, talk to people who doing it. You got to find out what's the risks, your eligibility, you know what I'm saying? Not only just the financial risks, but the legal risks, because it is, you know, marijuana. It's legalized recreationally on the state level, but the feds not playing that shit.
Yeah.
Like, they still haven't, you won't hear no talk about it becoming legal federally, and I don't even know. It's just so weird how that works, that it could be legal in the state, but the feds could still come and bust your shit up if you know you do the wrong thing. So you got to be careful with that. You got to make sure you know what those risks are, what's involved. Like I said, it's still illegal at the federal level, so that kind of makes it confusing, like as far as the regulations, like what you need to do to stay, you know, within the legal bounds, and what you can't do that's going to put you, you know, from that, all right, I'm cool with the law, to, all right, nigga, you could get busted. You know what I'm saying? It's a slippery slope. And then on top of that, we talking about the financial risks. You can't just jump into this shit. Like, you need about 25 racks, 250,000 racks to 750,000. So you're gonna need about $1 million, pretty much. They talking about you need about $0.5 to $1 million.
That's a lot
to get it going. That's a lot of capital to just get up and, you know.
Well, why is it so much?
Because there's a lot of things involved. You got to think about, all right, so employees, you know what I'm saying, security. And everything has to be like top of the notch. This is like opening like a pharmacy or something. Like, you got to have top notch shit. You got to have like your regulations. All that shit got to be above board. But then the most expensive shit is probably going to be like location, getting the permits and licenses, inventory. You know what I'm saying? You got to have the trees to sell. What's your product looking like? It's just so much that goes into, especially having a successful dispensary. Because like now, dispensaries ain't a new thing no more. So people know what a good dispensary is supposed to look like. Right. You can't just be like, all right, I'm the first dispensary. I'm the only dispensary out here. Like, you still got to compete. You got to get your shit to a certain level. But we're going to get into that a little bit later down.
All right.
So eligibility, I mean, you got to be eligible. You can't just, you know, walk up there and think you could just been doing what you want all your life. And now, you know, you got this bright idea. You want to open a dispensary. Nah, you can't have no felony convictions. The location has to be further than 1,000 feet away from a school or church. So you can't just put your shit up anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Right. You got to have a complete business plan. You know what I'm saying? We know about the business plans. They're not light. Your shit got to be complete
at all.
You got to have your business license, first of all. Not even your marijuana license. You got to just have a business license to do business. So it's a lot of shit. You got to have compliance with a long list of safety regulations that you got to adhere by strictly. Or you could just, you know, so it's a lot. It's a lot of attention to detail. It's a lot of effort. It's a lot that goes into it. It's not just a cakewalk. You're going to wake up and open a dispensary. And then, you know, on step 2, we was talking about the risk and eligibility factors. But now you got to look at the law and the policies within your state. You know what I'm saying? Where you opening up at. They might have different laws than, you know, Nevada or Cali. You know what I'm saying? Or Oregon or Colorado. So you got to figure out what's the state laws in my state, and then how does that differ from everybody else? Like, what do I need to do to make sure my shit, you know, is above board and secure? And it's a bunch of different licenses. Like, in Arizona, you don't need the same permits and licenses that you're going to need in Florida. You know what I'm saying? You might need like 10 of them shits in Florida, but in Arizona, you might only need 4 or 5, but you're still going to need a lot of them, but you got to know the difference. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it depends. So you got to go out and do that research and figure out what it is. And then some states, you know, like it's an annual renewal type thing. So you got to renew your license every 4 or 5 years, depending on where you at. You got to re-up your license every year. You know what I'm saying? To sell bud and all of that.
Have you been able to figure out the license situation for Jersey?
I have not, but I'm working on it. We getting there.
All
we
right.
getting there.
All right, bad.
So 3. You can't just be selling weed. Like, you might smoke it a lot, but like, nigga, do you know the difference between sativa, indica, hybrids? Like, do you know your plants? Like, you got to be knowledgeable to sell this stuff. You know, people come in buy trees, they be wanting the bud tenders to be like, all right, woo, 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 tell me what's the, you know what I'm saying? So you got to, they have colleges. You can go to college for marijuana. It's crazy. They have colleges. They have all types of courses, programs, certifications, so you can go get it done, but that's going to be one of your requirements. You got to have at least a basic general working knowledge of, you know, the product you're going to be selling, which is marijuana.
Cannabis.
And then on to the fourth step, you got to get your business plan together. You know what I'm saying? You got this idea, you done did your research, you like, all right, I want to go and put this together. Let me lay it out. Let me get this template together. And you're going to want to have somebody get it professionally done. If you're not like, you know, used to writing business plans, it's an intensive process, and you want somebody, you know, who's professionally used to doing them to help you with it. So that's going to be another step. And then once you get your business plan, you know, you get your business plan together, you want to go shop. It's like shopping a demo. You trying to go get a deal. You trying to go get some investors. You trying to get that funding. You trying to get that bread. Where you going to get that $250,000 from? I know you ain't just got it in the bank account, because you wouldn't be trying to start no dispensary. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to need to get that bread up, and you can't just go to TD Bank. You know what I'm saying? You can't just go to Wells Fargo and be like, you know what, I'm going to get this loan. I'm about to open this dispensary. My nigga, what's up? They just legalized it. We out here. Like, let me get this money. Nah, nigga. Like, the fuck is you? The fuck you?
Can you imagine somebody walked in like that, though?
Is you bugging me?
I mean,
cut it out. Nah, we don't do that. It's still illegal on a federal level. So the bank's not even looking at your shit. You coming in talking about you want a loan or some funding for a dispensary? Like, nigga, what? I don't care how legal New Jersey just said it was. We not doing it. But there are alternative funding methods. Like I said, the traditional bank loan's not going to work, but you could do something that they call equity funding, whereas you kind of sell shares of the company in exchange for, you know, the investment money. So somebody might come along, they got some bucks. They got, you know, they appreciate your vision. They believe in your project. They want to invest in you, but they don't want to just throw you no bread. Like, what I'm going to get? So, if you know, you sell them some shares. Like, all right, I give you some equity in the company. You give me woo, woo, woo. Work it out like that. And you can do that with several different people to kind of get the bag you really need. So that's one way. And then there's also venture capital firms that specialize in dispensary startup money. Guess who got one? Uncle Snoop.
Of course he did.
This nigga got his own venture capital firm.
Of course he does.
Where he out there dishing out startup money to young and up and coming bud tenders. Ain't that dope?
Bruh.
That's so
sounds
fly,
like this
man.
Has your name written
I'm just
all
saying.
over it.
I'm just saying.
I mean,
I'm just saying. So I'm looking into. I'm just giving you the template. You know what I'm saying? A little skeleton on your walk to get in your dispensary.
Don't be
right?
surprised if 2021 come out to be that year.
Come on, man. We gonna see what happens. Then
start running shit.
Number 6, you gotta build your team. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a strong team. Whatever you're doing, if you're gonna build something that's gonna be, you know, major, you gotta have a strong team behind you. And your team is not only, you know, your staff, your bud tenders, the security, your manager. You also gotta have a strong team supporting you. You got to have a good lawyer. You got to have a good accountant. You know what I'm saying? You got to, it's a business. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be dealing with a lot of bread. You're going to be dealing with a lot of regulations, a lot of restrictions. You got to have all your P's and Q's on point, your T's crossed, your I's dotted. So you're going to need to have a team that's watching your back, and they're going to have to be a strong team. So you want to build that wisely, and you want to choose selectively when you're doing that. And then on to number 7, we spoke a little bit about it earlier, but you got to secure a location.
Secure the location.
You ain't a dispensary without a location. You can't do this shit in the crib. I mean, niggas do it, but they ain't really, you know what I'm saying? So you want to get a location. And like I said, it has to be at least 1,000 feet away from a school or a church. So they're not playing that. It's like a liquor store. And apparently buying over renting is, you know, that ain't the thing. People renting nowadays, especially due to the up and down regulations of marijuana. Like a location could be, you know, cool within the restrictions 1 year, and then 2 years after that, your shit out of code. You can't work here no more. Boom, boom. You got to go. You know what I'm saying? So the laws are kind of, you know, they all over the place. They still working it out as a process, but that's just something you got to keep in mind. Like, you don't want to buy something and, you know, invest in owning a property when you might have to move. You know what I'm saying? Changing around. So that's one thing to think about. But there's also, like, they have venture capital firms. They have real estate firms. There's 420 Property, which is a realty that, you know, they only look for people who want dispensaries. Weed Rentals, which is another company. And then they have cannabis real estate associates. So you think about it, it's like anything you really want to do or get into, there's like a niche group and lane that's like catering into it. And I'm like, that's just crazy. Like I never would have really thought, but then now that you think about it, it makes so much sense. Especially now they getting in on this cash cow that's about to explode. It's about to be crazy out here. So that's number 7. You secure your location and there are resources to help you do it. And then of course 8, you got your branding and your marketing. You got to get your brand popping. You know what I'm saying? You got to be on brand. You know how niggas love say they brand.
Right.
You got to get your brand right.
The
you know
brand
what I'm saying?
strong.
Yeah, the brand strong. You know team strong.
I'm a brand, bitch. Yeah. I'm a brand.
Yeah, exactly. So you got to brand and get your little logos. You got to have your crazy website done. Get all that ready. Get your marketing popping off. You got to put the word out there. Let them know. You know what I'm saying? You got this new dispensary. You popping out here. You got all that craziest strains. Come through, my nigga. We got the moon rocks and all that.
Got the moon rocky?
Come kick it with a nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
And then once you got all of that, you pretty much got your shits lined up. Only thing left to do, step 9, you open the doors.
Open it up. Open it up.
Man, we out here. Let's get it cracked. Now you got the dispensary open. I just broke it down for you in like 10 minutes, man. Yeah. Go do your thing. Thank me later. You know what I'm saying? Just send me an ounce or 2.
Right.
That's all.
Send them an ounce or 2.
That's all. I don't want nothing much, man.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's about it, man. That's all I got. It's pretty clear cut. I just broke it up in 9 steps. I'm sure, you know, you could complicate it if you want, add even more steps. But, you know, each step has its own sub-steps. So you got to kind of, you know, you work your way through it. But it lays it out. It gives you a guideline. It gives you a structure and a pathway to opening your own dispensary, man. I think that's pretty dope, man. What do you think? You think we should open a dispensary?
I should. I don't see why not.
The Herbal Tea Dispensary?
The Herbal Tea Dispensary might be coming to a city near you.
This nigga's not ready, man.
In 2021. You know what I'm saying? Anything is fucking possible out this bitch. This has been your season finale situation. You done made it through 22 weeks with us.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? 11 months.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for participating, for giving us your time.
Absolutely.
For giving us your
every
open-mindedness.
Every ear, every eye, every comment. We appreciate it.
We appreciate it, giving us a chance. And we'll come back bigger and better.
Yeah, man, it ain't
next
over.
year. It ain't over. But before
on that note,
yep.
You know how we like to do it.
You're going to end it on a high note.
Oh, that from coast to coast with this dope, this hope, with this dope, this hope. Sheesh. Wait. Is it lit?